Elmer to get his computer set up, let me give you guys a little bit of a background. Elmer is a student from Biloxi, Mississippi, and he's actually here with some of his associates, Louise, and from Mississippi. And he signed up about 2 years ago, Elmer?
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5 years ago, he signed up for my private coaching program. And back then, we used to have a coach that went out to see students, and the coach specifically went to see students in other states. So if somebody called up and they wanted to sign up for my program and they were in Arkansas or whatever it was, then this coach would fly out and see them for 3 days and give them the training. In this specific case, Elmer, due to certain circumstances, decided he wanted to do his coaching directly with me. So, what's that? Yeah, it's not ready yet. Yeah, well, when you don't have it on the screen yet. When you have it on the screen, then I'll turn it on. Okay, so he wanted to do his coaching directly with me. So he came down here. I said, well, I can either go up to Biloxi, or you can come down here. So he chose to come down here and spend a weekend with me. I think we did, what was it, like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Elmer?
Yes.
Weekend? Okay. Okay, so we did a weekend together. And I've got somewhere actually on my Facebook, you can see a picture of me and Elmer with that sign over there on a bandit pole in Pompano. We went around Pompano and we did all 33069, 33064, a bunch of different zip codes. And I basically showed him how to take these same principles and apply them back in Biloxi, Mississippi. And back then he didn't fly in for the training, he drove down. So he drove from Biloxi down to Florida. And then he drove back up. And are we ready now? Not quite. You good? That's the document? Okay, so Elmer owns a restaurant out in Mississippi, in Biloxi with some partners. And I think I'll just let him tell you his story and we'll take it from there. So how about a round of applause for Elmer?
Okay, my name is Elmer. I'm from Mississippi. 2.5 years ago, I came to this boot camp, like some of you guys right now. And after finish the boot camp, I chose to take his private mentoring with Lex. So I paid $20,000 to get his private mentoring. I think it was the best investment I did in my life, really. So I get a personal coaching with him. So we do some wholesaling here in Florida with him. He told me how to put offers on the property, so I was doing like every day, like 5 offers, 3 offers every day. Finally, we got one property under contract, but we didn't find a seller, a buyer for that deal. So, but that was enough for me because I was doing every day. That helped me really to open my mind how to talk with the realtors or with the leasing agents. After that, back to Mississippi, and I was looking at all the markets over there. I was looking and using the same formula we applied.
We're going to have to listen to audio CDs on the drive back.
Oh yeah, yeah. I put the CDs on my car, so I was listening to CD every day. From that day until now, pretty much I put a CD every day. I'm listening to CDs every day. The 6 CDs I have there, I'm listening every day. Put all the CDs in my car. So I was starting making offers in Mississippi. So I bought one single family house. We fixed it and I rented that house. I bought it for $30,000. Put it for $15,000, so I fixed it. After when I got a price, the house got a price for $75,000. So I have big equity on that property. So after that, I bought another property for fix and flip. So we bought it for $40,000. Is it one of the pictures as well, sir? So we bought it for $40,000. We fix it. After we fix it, we sell it for $76,000. I think it was 76.
Sorry, what did you buy it for?
For 40.
40.
Yes. We make about $20,000 profit in this house. So after that, some houses. This is how the house look.
Is it a concrete mixer?
Yeah, there was a garage there.
Uh-huh.
There was an addition, so we
Oh, so you raised the floor?
raised the floor.
Wow. Where is this house? In Biloxi, Mississippi.
Biloxi, Mississippi. So this is the house I was working, and then when I finished, this is how the house looked. So,
And is that your custom sign you made?
no, that was
That was a realtor sign?
that was the regular sign.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Good.
for the house.
Wow.
Yeah. So, pretty much after that, I got more confident in myself. So I started putting more offers on different areas from Biloxi, or 20 minutes driving from there. So we purchased a lot of properties like duplexes. And I choose to buy duplexes for cash flow. So pretty much for my investment, duplexes is good for me because I'm looking for income in the long term. So duplexes I already rent for $700 each unit, so both will be $1,400. And I purchased with the equity, pretty much purchased with the short sale or foreclosures deal.
Did you manage the property?
Yeah, I managed all of them. So
What did you pay for those buildings?
about 45, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000, yes. So we buy a lot of duplexes in Biloxi. Let me show you some of those. For example, this is one, the duplex. I paid $45,000 for this. Yes, it's 3.2.
Now you notice that there's a lot of this stuff is framed with vinyl siding. Okay? You notice vinyl because it's this way, wood siding that way.
Yeah, it's a vinyl siding. Yeah. So after I bought these duplexes, I buy more duplexes. Now we have 19 duplexes and 3 single families. We still have a lot of closings this week. It's coming with a whole lot of closings. Actually,
Can you
So
just
what,
check?
that 8 units you have up there?
Yeah, he does have, he bought 8 units. Yeah, show them that and also explain to them how you paid for these properties. Explain to them.
okay. So I don't have the money to $45,000 to invest that. So I networking with other people who has money. So I lend money from other people with 10% interest rate.
Borrowed money, right?
Yeah, like private money lending, private lenders. So I do the promissory notes with my attorney. So we notarize all the paper. So they lend me $40,000. I purchase the property for $40,000. I put it $5,000, whatever I need to fix it. I rent it. When I rent it, back to the bank and tell them to refinance the property. So when I refinance, the bank send a price for $60,000, $70,000. So I have equity. I get the money. I pay back to people who lend me. So that's how I've been doing all this work.
And now he's got 21 of these.
No.
Actually, he's got more. He's got 18 duplexes, which is 36 tenants, plus 3 single-family homes for a total of 41 tenants. I mean, 39 tenants.
42 units total. So the
Lex.
property high.
Lex, and he's still working in the restaurant too.
Oh, that's right. He owns
Yeah.
a restaurant, so he works in a restaurant while he's doing this. I forgot to mention that. That's right.
He works a lot.
So this is all the list of the properties that we buying, single family duplexes. The year has been built, 2000. The duplex that we buying is newer duplexes, 2007, 6, 8, 9. This is the actual value market right now. This is how much the rental gross insurance and maintenance. This is pretty much we pronounce it for next year to do that income.
So you guys see that net number on the bottom right? That's something you need to pay attention to. That's $250,000
$1.7.
per year. Yes.
The homes that he's buying at
I did. It was 100% in advance. We never reference in advance. You don't ask me for this schedule, business real estate company schedule, and even other papers. So I have to do that 100% as a plan.
You guys see that he's done this all in 2.5 years. From zero to this.
Yeah.
Guys, hello, Mario. You guys see how he's done this in 2.5 years? From zero, from sitting in a boot camp seat like you, to this in 2.5 years. It's absolutely phenomenal, right? Now, Greg had a question, and then Mike had a question. So, Greg.
My question was that the houses that are now worth $70,000 after being rehab today, what were they in 2008 with the recession?
Okay, well, this is a unique market because remember in 05 they got hit by the big, huge hurricane. Remember how we spoke about hurricanes being an opportunity? Okay, so what were these worth in 2005, and what were they worth in 2008, 2009 before you bought them?
Okay, in 2005, some of these duplexes. In 2006-07, when the market was good, this duplex was the purchase price was for about 150, 200,000. So people from California come to Biloxi, Gulfport. They're realtors, brokers. They bring all those people with cash, with money, and they buy those high, expensive duplexes there. By the time the rental was like $200 each unit also, so it still was the budget for that time. But after the recession, this just
fell down to like 30,000, 35,000 for a duplex from 200, and that's when he jumped in and started buying. So.
Yes.
Mike has a question for you, Elmer.
Did you do any sort of analysis as to what your anticipated rental income would be on property, or vacancy and stuff like that? Or you just kind of
He was working basically off the home study course, 50 times rent, multiple.
50 times. He said 50 times rent. So if single family is rent for 700, you multiply 700 times 50, so it'll be 35,000. You buy 35,000.
No, what I meant is the demand for rent, stuff like that.
Yes, I do my research how much rental in the area, 750, 800. So I want to make sure what the tenants pay will be covered to pay the mortgage insurance.
And the demographics in this area are very good because what do they have in Biloxi and Gulfport? Casinos.
That's kind of what I meant.
Right? And so these casinos bring a lot of tourists, a lot of dollars, and a lot of jobs because all the blackjack dealers need to live somewhere and they need to rent somewhere. So it's a good active market. It's growing. They're building a baseball stadium there now, and it's a pretty active market.
Does the insurance include hurricane insurance?
Yes, the insurance for these duplexes, fire liability is about $750. Winter insurance is $1,200. Flood insurance, some of those require flood, some of those no, it's about $200, $300. So that's why there is on my duplexes because it's double cash flow. So one rent will cover the mortgage, all the expenses, and the other rent will be cash flow. So pretty much one duplex make about $900, $800 more cash flow. So now, let me show you this. For example, this property is on market for $72,000. This is how much cost on the market. But
so that's like the retail.
yeah, that's what they put in the market for sale. Yeah, like not retail. This is a foreclosure actually.
Oh, okay.
But 42. So they put it 2-3 properties. They have different asset managers, so they put it 72, 50, 42. So
You guys see that on the same street.
Same
There's
street.
a house listed at 72, and another house is exactly the same listed at 42.
And this duplex from 2007.
Built in 2007.
Hardly play all around the house. 3-2. Newer duplexes. So pretty much that's what I was doing. Buying duplexes, single families. Anybody can do this. Really, real estate is good. You just need a mentor. Read all those books, all the materials, and watch videos on YouTube. I was watching a lot of videos on YouTube. There are more education. CDs, I listen every day in my car. Until now, I was just listening. So applying all these techniques different investors do, just buying properties, make your money.
They want to see some pictures of the A unit. Can you show pictures of the A?
Oh, A units. Okay. So this is A units, foreclosure, all of them.
The one before is a picture, I think, with you in it, right? There we
Yeah,
go.
that's
That's like a selfie.
yeah. So this property we bought for 13,000 each unit.
How much?
For 13,000, 15,000. I put up, yes. So I'll put about 4,000 each unit, 4,000 to 5,000 to fix it. Yeah, appliances, tiles.
You bought them all at once?
I bought all of them. There was only one on the corners left.
I'll just take them all.
So,
See, remember what we spoke about how you think?
Yes, after you become
Confident.
confident in yourself, it's just
How long did it
easy.
for you of your first deal after you started studying?
He drove back to Mississippi and started buying.
Yes. But pretty much I do here, because the market is tough here, so they taught me to how to negotiate with people, how to talk with your listing agents. I learned a lot here. So when I went back, so it was pretty much easy because over there it's not so much competitive here. So.
And his main obstacle was talking to the realtors. That was his biggest fear to overcome. So we just sat down and we called realtors together, and he chatted with them, and I wrote down a notepad, and we made him feel more comfortable.
Are you a realtor?
No, I'm not a realtor. I'm not a realtor. This is how I'm going to finish. Stainless steel appliances, tire. Yeah.
I just got a question. What's the average time a tenant stays in one of your units?
I treat this as a business, so I provide to my tenants the best service they can get high, so I can keep them as long as they can. So they call me, hey, the plumber, some leaks. I call my diamond plumber, same day, next hour they're fixing the problem. So when I want to rent it, put it in Craigslist, put it on different websites on internet, and they call me, I meet with them, I show them, I put a lockbox on the front door, so they pretty much just give me your driver's license number, you're going to see the units. But I know the area, so I don't have any problem there. That's how I manage my 42 units now. Almost.
So they stay a long time, like a year or something?
Do what?
They stay a
How
year
long
or
does a
so?
tenant stay on average?
Oh, they stay almost. I have tenants over a year already. I have tenants with,
And he's got 100% occupancy, no vacancies.
no vacancies, no
And
vacancies.
that's all close to where you live?
It's about 25 minutes, 30 minutes drive. Yeah. Yes.
And what do you think has been the most effective way for you to figure out the rent multiples in the area?
Can you say that again?
What do you think has been the most effective way in figuring out like how much to rent it for and what the rent multiples were in the area?
How do you decide how much to rent the property for?
Okay. I researched, I called different realtors company like Remax. Ask, I'm looking for a property for rent in this area, how much to rent it? So they tell you information, 700, 800. I call like the 3 different companies. So there are numbers there, and I search online how much to rent it, so I choose the numbers there. But now 3-2 is about 750, 700 units like this.
Craigslist is a great place. Just look at Craigslist, that's all the landlords advertising.
Yeah. So this pretty much, I haven't shown Lex that. Lex all this. I just showed him this morning. So yes, yeah.
So Elmer, how much would you say your net worth has increased since you came down to the boot camp?
When I came to the boot camp, I have $27,000 in my savings. So I came here, I paid for my coaching, I rent a hotel, Holiday Inn hotel, I buy tuna, rice. I stay in the hotel, I have a laptop, I bought a printer from Walmart. I had set up a little office in the hotel. So I spent all my money in the hotel, eating, food, coaching. I was just every day studying, reading books, all the different books he rehabbing, so I was reading all the books. So,
What would you say your net worth is since you first came to the boot camp?
okay, so I have $27,000 over the money I had at the time. So now I have 1.7 assets.
1.7 million in assets. So from 27,000 to 1.7 million. Okay, so now what we're doing, we have a program where we've been, Elmer, we're chatting about it a little bit this morning, but we have a program where we're basically taking our business model and we're expanding it into other states, but we're looking for our students to be partners. And so we were talking this morning about doing that, about me coming out to Biloxi and Gulfport and about setting them up in an office where they can be like the premier investment income rental property office in like Biloxi and Gulfport, and kind of like what we've done down in Florida with the cheap houses, helping them emulate that in Biloxi and Gulfport. So we'll be talking more about that, and I'll be going up there as long as you give me good entertainment in the evening, right?
Oh, yes.
I hear Beau Rivage is quite nice, right?
Yeah, I have 4 casinos there. So it's good casinos, right?
Okay, sounds good. So guys, any more questions for Elmer?
Where are you from?
I'm from Peru, South America. Yeah. So I came here about 8 years ago. I started the restaurant business with my partner Luis, and then I decided I like real estate. So I was looking for an internet, so I found him. So I traveled to